relax. Hope you are doing good. So today's topic is the important, and I know most of you must be dealing with this problem, or many of you would have defeated in some or the other way. So I am here and I'm gonna share you my story and my experience of weight loss. So I know for most of you this topic might be very interesting, because I have seen many of my friends who are having this problem and they wanted to get rid of this. I'm very sure that if you want to have healthy health, you don't want to have any chronic disease or any sort of disease, then you would definitely want to maintain your weight. And it is quite important in today's days, you have to maintain your ideal body weight so that you can get overall good health, and you can also avoid so many diseases which might come later. So if you are interested in this topic, then please stay tuned to my channel and let's get started. So as told you in the beginning, I will be sharing you my experience and my story of weight loss, because many of my friends, they were interested in this topic and they were telling me from quite long time that you should definitely make a video on this, share your experience and story so that somebody else can get inspired, and how have you achieved your goals. So taking note of that, I just wanted to tell you, I was always a lean girl. I was never fat. I was never ever fat. And in my school days and college, many times people have told me, oh, you are so lean, you should gain some weight. And this was the thing, it was in my head for a longer time that I should gain weight. But then I thought that that's okay, even if I'm eating too much, I'm not gaining weight and I am just kind of lean. So I just thought that maybe it is genetic and I should be the way I am. So in my school and college, I was always lean and I never tried to put on weight, or I was never concerned in spite of just eating your good Indian diet which is prepared at home. All that time, all that teen age, you are not that bothered, but later, when you have experience, when you grow old, you get few problems. So that's what happened to me. So later, post my marriage, again I was lean, but what happened, all of a sudden I wasn't feeling well and I detected with thyroid and PCOS. So I wasn't too sure what is happening before I could get detected with that, and I was like, something wrong is happening, because I had mood swings and feeling dizzy and we had a problem of gaining weight. So I was so shocked that point of a time that why am I gaining weight, because I was always lean. My weight was always maintained like 45, 44, 45, something like this. So I wasn't too sure why am I gaining weight. So for this problem, again the correlated problems when I checked with doctor, and after my reports and everything, I got to know that I have a problem with thyroid and PCOS. So I was like, okay, I can just again defeat this problem. So I started following little good diet, whatever my doctor said. And that point of time, I had completed my graduation. I was planning to do masters in food and dietetics, and this was also my area of interest, because I was always into good health and I wanted to do something like this which motivates me and gives me a very good information when it comes to health and manage and disease management, etc. So yeah, coming back to the topic. So when I gained weight, I wasn't too particular about that. And then when I have my thyroid and PCOS problem, I think I was on medication for 2 years. And then in 2 years only that got subsided when I was having my medicine thyroxanone. So thyroid got subsided, but then PCOS problem I had, and those irregular menses, and then your mood swings, etc., that I had. So that I had for the longer time. So anyways, when I gained little weight also, then also I was not too fat. I will stick some photo here and there, you can see I was not too fat, but I later on passing the years till 2018, till 2018 I was maintaining 58 kg of weight, and I was happy with that, and I was also a little chubby. And when I say chubby, that reminds me of that whenever I put on weight, I have lots of weight on my face and my hand, my shoulders and all, and that is basically due to water retention. So that was my problem, having water retention. So then again I was okay with that. I used to follow a little bit of avoiding junk, etc. I used to do, and I was happy with that. It's okay, 57, 58 kgs, and I am fine. So that was it. That was the initial part of days, and later when I had a baby, so when I conceived my child, I did not gain much of weight. It was only 9 kgs during my pregnancy. But post pregnancy, what happened, since I was controlling like junk and all throughout my pregnancy, and I did not gain much weight, I was like, okay, that's fine. And when I delivered my baby, then also my weight was back to normal. So then I started having more food, because I used to get hungry, and I used to have so many chapatis, so many sweets. I don't know why I got sweets craving. I never had that during my pregnancy, so I started having lots of sweet every day. And then other foodstuffs like junk and those sponge cakes and those custard and what not. So all that I started having on regular basis, because I used to feel so hungry. And since I was feeding to my baby also. And then I just increased my diet a lot. But this thing happens to so many women, and then they gain lots of weight during their post pregnancy period. So that's what happened to me. I gained lots of weight since I was so lean. And then you won't believe me, till in 2020, in 2021 my weight was 66 kg. And more than my weight, people used to say, hey, that's okay, that's not like too much that you bother. But more than the weight 66 kg on scale what I had, the more than this problem that I'm having 66 kg on scale, the problem was again what I told you in the beginning was water retention on my face and body. I used to look so plump. I don't know why I used to look so plump. I will again stick some photos, please don't laugh. So I used to look so plump. And then that's when, and some of people, they started noticing, and they said that also, you look so fat, what's wrong with your face and all of that. So then I realized that no, whatever I unhealthy, I wasn't eating unhealthy. Because when I did my masters in food and dietetics, then I was like more aware when so just to tell you, I don't have any working experience in dietetics, but whatever I learned in my masters and whatever internship I did, I had knowledge. So on the basis of that knowledge, I used to maintain my good health. And then when I become fat, I did not accept that, and I just thought of, no, that's it, I should work on it, and I should get rid of that extra weight I have. And in 2021, that's when I realized, and I thought that I have to lose my weight, and I wasn't happy with my weight. So in 2021, like last year, I wasn't working also, because I was on my maternity leave. So my company had given me leave and extra leaves on that. So I thought that why not utilize this time as well, giving time to my home, my baby, and to myself too. So that's when I decided, and my real journey of weight loss. Now I'm coming to the topic. I'm so sorry if you feel this is too long, whatever I thought, and you don't want to hear, then you can skip that too and come to this part. So anyway, so the journey started from March 2021, and then I decided that I have to lose my weight. So when I decided, when you decide to lose weight, it's not like it's just a point of a time and you have to just do it. In that decision comes lots of seriousness. So now you must be thinking, how did I lose weight? So mind you guys, you don't lose weight with diet. You lose weight with dedication, determination, and consistency. Over all of these, you don't lose weight with diet, you lose weight with healthy diet. So I would always suggest you, as a dietitian too, if you want to lose weight, definitely go for healthy diet basis. Do not go for any fat diets, those especially those diet wherein you just have to have those salads and greens. I agree that if you have that keto diet, GM diet, so many fat diets, definitely you would lose weight. And but you have to work extremely hard for that, and if you are ready for that also, that's not a problem. You would lose weight, but it is very, very difficult to maintain that weight. When you come back to your regular diet, it is very difficult to maintain that weight. That's why I would always suggest you to have a good healthy diet. So that's what I did too. When I decided to lose weight, I was so sure that I have to do it. I was very dedicated and I was very consistent consistent too. So as I told you, you have to be very consistent, you have to be very patient, and you have to have decided thought about that. You have to do it. You don't have to do it for someone, or you don't have to do it for a month. You have to always have that in your mind, I am doing this for a cause, for myself, and also that I am gonna follow this diet, and after my dieting I would also maintain a good healthy weight following good healthy Indian diet. So that you have to decide. From March 2021, first thing what I did to completely change my diet, and I also calculated all the calories etc, what should be good for me and how much calories should I take in a day, so that I can move ahead. So first thing what I do, I decided the calories for me. So what you have to do, first thing for the weight loss, you have to go in calorie deficit. So when you go in calorie deficit, whatever calories your body takes, the body would get shocked. So you have to give shock to your body, so that start working on the weight loss process. So that's what I did. I went on calorie deficit. So if suppose I was taking 2000 calories per day, or maybe more than 2000 calories per day, I just got into 1300 calories or 1200 calories of a diet in the beginning. That's what I did. So when you do that, your body sets to have a pattern which the body has to follow. So that's when actual transformation journey starts. So when I did that, that was the first step, and the next step was to change a few things and replace few things. For an example, I replaced my regular wheat rotis with multigrain rotis, and later I switched to jawar, ragi, bajra, all these kind of roti, which is gluten free, which is very good for your gut health. So that's what I did. Then I replaced my rice with brown rice, my regular bread with brown bread, and those dessert cravings with salads, and many more. So this is how I started. So I will tell you typically how I went ahead with my weight loss. So secondly, what I did, I had given preference to a good healthy Indian diet, and along with this, walk and gymming. So that's what I started doing. So when I started this, I used to go for a gym 1 hour, and the days when I couldn't go to gym, I did exercising and yoga at my home itself. So every day 1 hour, that was chore. In a week, 5 to 6 days, I definitely had to do 1 hour of exercising, which was for sure I used to do, and then I used to follow diet. So now, apart from exercising, when it comes to diet, so please note, it is very important to lose weight. It is very important that you follow a good diet, and along with that, exercising. And also many times people ask, what if we don't diet and we only do exercise, or what if we don't exercise, we don't only do diet? So let me tell you, your diet is the main in the weight loss. That's for sure. 80% is your diet and 20% is exercise. What if you do either, any of these? So my answer would be, if you only diet, you would definitely lose weight. If you only do diet and you skip exercising, you will definitely lose weight. But exercising is so very important, because it tones your muscles, and after losing weight also, the extra fat and all, whatever which loses and all of that, you definitely understand. That problem also you won't have if you are exercising every day, because exercising helps you to tone your muscles, give you strength, what you want, give you a good energy level, and also give you a good mindset, so that you focus on your diet. So it is very important to have exercising as well along with a good diet. So my answer to this would be, you have to definitely exercise along with the diet. It is definitely sure that you lose your weight 80% with diet, but exercising is extremely important, because it goes hand in hand. And when you diet and when you exercise, it complements each other, and you will get a good result, and quickly. That's the important point here. If you wanted to lose weight quickly in a short span of time, then you have to do both the things. That's what I did. When I talk about diet, what all you have to focus on? First thing which I told you is calorie deficit. Second thing what you have to do, you have to lower down your carbs, and you have to increase your protein content, because because as in when you increase your protein, it starts going to your muscle and your muscle would get strengthened and then you lose weight. So protein is extremely important in your diet so that you lose extra weight. Process of fat burning starts, so that is very important. So you would definitely take care in your diet low amount of carbohydrate, high amount of a protein and high amount of a fiber too, because when you take lots of protein, it is important for your body that it gets fiber, so that your digestion becomes very easy, and at the same time the fat loss process also proceeds. So it is important that you take fiber, you take high protein, you also take those micronutrients like zinc, magnesium, and also the calcium is very important part of it. So you ensure that your diet is as such that you get all those nutrition and you have a good healthy diet. I will tell you how can you decide your meals so that you get all these nutrition and you can have a good diet plan. So when you get up in the morning, what you do, maybe some of you take a sip of water or maybe glass of water. So I would suggest you to have lukewarm water in the morning when you get up if you are on weight loss journey. So just have lukewarm water, or there are so many different early morning drinks that you can have to lose weight. For an example, ajwain water. Ajwain is soaked overnight and then early in the morning it is either it is boiled well and got it to the room, got it to warm and then have, or you can just warm it and have it. So same in the similar manner you can have ajwain water or soft water or jeera water or turmeric water, or you can mix all of these and have, or you can have ginger water, or you can have apple cider vinegar. Apart from that, you also have aloe vera mixed into warm water. You can have that. If you are okay with any of these, you can start up with. So I am gonna make a separate video because then this video would be too long. So apart from this, I'm gonna make a separate video on the diet, how to follow. So in this video I'll be telling you shortly so that you understand how I achieved my weight loss. So you have to start your morning with any of these warm healthy water. You have to add good spices in your Indian diet, because the Indian spices what we have is very helpful in losing weight, because those properties, extra properties and micronutrients what we have in spices, it actually helps to lose weight. So this is the reason you will start your day with lukewarm water, and then when you move ahead for your breakfast, it is important to have good protein, rich in protein and fiber breakfast, because your breakfast gives you energy for entire day to stay fit. So what you can do for breakfast, you can have oats chila, besan chila, or moong dal chila, or you can have moong dal dosa or ragi dosa, or you can have, if you eat eggs, if you are comfortable with that, you can have omelets or 2 boiled eggs, something like this. You can have poha, you can have idlis for your breakfast, and along with your breakfast ensure if you eat idli, ensure you have some protein like few boiled eggs, or if you don't eat egg, then take some sprouts, a little bowl of sprouts in your breakfast, so that it is rich in protein and fiber. You can have sweet potatoes also. It is excellent in fiber, it is excellent in B12, etc. So you can have that also if you are okay with that, in a milk or something, you can have that. So this kind of a meal you can have, it is good to start your breakfast. So this could be one. Then again you have to one more thing before getting ahead, don't have larger meals like lunch, like breakfast, lunch and dinner. In spite of that, have a small frequent meals, because what happens is when you have small frequent meals, then your metabolism increases. So one meal you will get digested and then you will switch to another meal. So the time span what you have in that food get digested and your body gets another food to get absorbed. So small frequent meals are always suggested to have good weight loss and to burn fat as well. That's when your metabolism increases. So after having breakfast, you will switch ahead to your mid morning meals. So in mid morning you can have an apple, or you can have banana, or you can avoid chicos and mangoes, etc., because that have high glycemic index. So I would suggest you to have some citrus fruits, like you can have oranges, you can have papaya too, you can have pineapple, any citrus fruit, any apple you can have. Or if you don't want to have any of these, then you can have any protein shake. So protein shake, I can suggest you of Saffola Fitfi, or you can have any whey protein shake. If you want, you can have it in a milk. You can have 2 scoops of protein shake, and that you can have. And and you can go for your workout. So either you can work out in the morning itself before your breakfast, having any energy bar or something, or you can have it in the mid morning. After workout, you can have your protein shakes or any fruits, etc. Now when it comes to lunch, for lunch you can see in my entire diet what I did in those 8 months when I lost 16 kgs. I never skipped my meals, or I was never only on salad. So I had rotis and chapatis, etc. also, but in different forms. So that's what I would suggest you. You can have that. So when it comes to your lunch, you can have, see, your portion control is the main part. You have to have your portion control. You just cannot have 3-4 chapatis and so much of rice, and it's just that the main funda is that you can't overeat, and at the same time during your diet you cannot be hungry. You don't have to be hungry when you are dieting. So if you have that concept in your mind, then you can just surely remove that, because you don't have to be hungry. Your body needs food so that your metabolism increases. So when you go for lunch, just ensure that your thali is looking good and full. It shouldn't be like only few salads and few sprouts, etc. So what you have to do, take 1 chapati. So I would suggest you to have multigrain chapatis, like wherein and you can make your own multigrain atta. Basically, don't go for the multigrain attas which are available at the store, online store or regular store. Make your own multigrain flour, including soya, bajra, chana, jawar, ragi, all those attas mixing together, and you can make your own multigrain flour. So have that 1 chapati, and then have, so you can have either chapati or rice. Don't have both during your weight loss journey. So have chapati or have rice. You will have 1 chapati, and then you will have 1 bowl of any curry, whatever prepared in your home. Then you will have 1 bowl of curd or raita of your choice you can have, and then you will have a little big bowl of salad. So you have to include cucumber, then you can include tomatoes, then you can include beetroot in all of that, and whatever available in the season. So all salad you can have, big bowl of salad, and then this chapati, and 1 bowl of curry, and then 1 bowl of curd. If you want, you can take a little bit of pickle also. This is how your thali should look like. And then if if somebody feels that, oh no, with having only 1 chapati and curry and all of this, I would definitely feel hungry. So if you feel that you'll feel hungry, then you can increase the quantity of your curd. If you are having 1 bowl of a curd, instead you can have 2 bowls of curd, but do not increase your your carbs quantity. Later anyways, after 2 hours of interval, you are gonna eat something. So this is how you can maintain your lunch thali. After that, you can and one more advice, most of you, what you do after lunch, straight away go to dinner. Do not do that, because if you be empty for such a long period, that does not help you in weight loss. Instead, you will have acidity or any other issues. You finish lunch like 1:30 or so, then have around 4 o'clock have some green tea. So it is always advisable to have some herbal teas. And if you are a tea lover, coffee lover like me, I was, but I definitely quit my tea and coffee on my weight loss journey. That was the hardest part of my weight loss journey, because it was very difficult for me. But I quit that, and I started having herbal teas, like those tulsi teas. Then you have chamomile tea, and then you have green tea, ginger tea, all of that. So again, it's very important, because many of you ask that having green tea, do I lose weight? It's not about that having green tea you loses weight. It's about your metabolism. Green tea or any alternative alternatives what I'm telling, like replace your regular rotis, wheat rotis with ragi roti, it's not directly attached to your weight loss. It is about your metabolism and what is it and how it is reacting to your body. So this is what important. So if you are replacing your regular tea with your green tea, your metabolism increases and your body gets shocked and your body starts burning fat. So the better the metabolism is, the better the process would be of weight loss. That's the reason they say definitely up your fiber intake, your protein intake, have some herbal teas, etc. All of that, have salads and those nuts, etc. So this is what you can do. Have some green tea, and later after 1 hour, if you wanted to have like 5 or 6 p.m, have some makhanas, chanas, sprouts, bhel puris. That you can have one bowl, a small little bowl of bhel puris or chanas or makhanas or chikki, that jaggery and you can have jaggery and peanut chikki. That is also fine. And now the main point is dinner. So one more important thing which I should have mentioned before is your timing. So your timing should be very proper, like what you have to do, you have to plan your day in such a way that dinner becomes early. So if you get up early, then you have your lunch, like if you have your lunch 9 o'clock, then you have your mid-morning snack on time, then you have your lunch like 1:30, and then you finish your evening snack, then you can come to your dinner, and that has to be early. So now the coming and most important point for the weight loss is your dinner. Dinner is the key which would definitely make you lose a good amount of weight if you do it on time. So your dinner. So during my weight loss journey, basically for those 8 months, I always ensured that I have my dinner at 8 p.m. max. So that's what I did. You should have your dinner by 7 p.m. or you can finish it by maximum 8 p.m. So if you do that, what happens is the early you will have your dinner, the better your body would start processing your food. Your food would get absorbed well, it would get digested well, and then over the night your body will start melting your fat. So this is what we wanted, to finish your to finish your dinner early, and so that let your body process. And it is also very important that before going to your bed, there should be 3 hours of difference having your meal and going to the bed. So before sleeping there should be 3 hours of difference. That's what we follow basically during weight loss. And trust me, this trick, so I have seen so many of my patient when I was suggesting them diet, and they were following, and they definitely had shed good amount of weight. So it is very effective basically. So what you do, you finish your dinner like 8 p.m. by maximum 8 p.m. you can have it. I would suggest you to have it 7:30, and in dinner you are not I would suggest you to not have carbs. Instead you have high protein dinner. If you are okay with your eggs, you can have your egg salad, or you can have a big bowl of dalia, or you can have big bowl of oats khichdi, or you can have one besan chila, or you can have any big bowl, if you are okay with that, big bowl of salads and soup. Definitely include your soups in your diet, because that gives you extra nutrition. Your salads, your vegetables, your soups gives you a lot of nutrition, like those vegetable soups you prepare, taking your beetroots and other vegetable, whatever is available in your fridge, you just take that off and make soup of that. Homemade soups, what I'm basically referring. So prepare a good soup, one bowl of a soup, and along with that you can take, as I mentioned, chila, or you can have khichdi, you can have multigrain khichdi, or you can have idlis. If you want to have, you can have 2 to 3 idlis, or you can have one dosa in the dinner, but have protein and fiber. Because that would help you shred lots of weight. So initially what I did when I started this journey, having early dinner and having only protein and fiber in my diet, I used to feel so hungry at 10 o'clock, because I used to sleep around 11:30, and I used to feel very hungry. So don't worry, when you start your journey, you will definitely feel hungry. What you can do, if you initially feel hungry, 10 o'clock before bed you can have milk, and you should, I would suggest you to have golden milk, which is your haldi doodh. So what you do, you boil 100 ml of milk with pinch of cinnamon, with pinch of turmeric in it, and give a good mix to it, and then you have to sip it hot, or maybe you, if you like warm, you can have it. So that's what I used to do, because initially I used to feel so hungry and I had to had something before going to bed. And later that also I quit, and I was adjusted to this weight loss journey, and I was good towards that. So I used to finish my dinner very early, like by 8, before 8, and then after 3 hours of that I used to go for sleep. And this is what the pattern helped me a lot. I had given you this rough idea what to do. I am also going to make another video, a proper diet and exercise. So after this video, please ensure you watch that too for the extra information. This video was about my journey. So one thing which is extremely important to lose weight, you have to quit few things. Yes, you heard it right. You have to quit few things, like you have to quit your junk, whatever outside food you have, your Chinese food, whatever has MSG in it, or whatever the junk, those pizzas, burgers, very cheesy pastas, etc. You have to quit basically outside food to zero. You have to make it zero. And then apart from that, you have to quit sugar. So definitely you have to quit sugar during your weight loss journey, because sugar is called as empty calories. That means it does not have any nutrition to this. The regular sugar what we have, it is such a way refined that it loses all its properties and it does not have anything what your body needs. So actually when you ask me, your body does not need sugar. If you wanted to have sugar, it can be in different form. You can have those jaggery if you want in the certain amount. You can have jaggery. You can, to the certain amount, you can also have misri, or you can have khand. But definitely sugar is nowhere helpful, and it is called empty calories because it does not give you any nutrition. Reason why during weight loss process it is always suggested that you make your sugar portion zero. Trust me, you guys, when you make this happen, you will definitely notice a good amount of weight loss. So that's my suggestion before getting into a weight loss journey. Please quit junk, outside food, anything which is packed, basically, that you have to quit, and also your sugar. So when you quit initially these things, automatically your body will start processing in different way, and you start losing weight. Other changes what we have to do, I'll tell you in the video, that how can you have alternatives to the food. So some food what you used to have earlier, if you replace with something else which is even more healthy, it is the key to lose weight. And you will lose weight mostly foods which are available in Indian kitchens, and you don't have to do extra stuff. So my diet, what I have is done whatever available in the Indian kitchen, and I have not had so many different things. This was my typical diet, guys, which I followed, but in this diet it was not only what I told you. This was the one plan which I told you for a day, but I used to alter this plan, and I used to add different varieties in my food, so that it doesn't look boring, and I get nutrition from the different sources as well, which I did, which you would get to know in the next video. So please ensure you watch the next video and you get to know how effective is the diet and how effective is the exercise, so that you can lose weight easily. So guys, following very small tips and tricks and following healthy Indian diet, I lost 16 kgs in 8 months. So this is definitely possible. You can also do this, and if I have done, you can also do this, and it only requires the patience and the dedication, and if you really wanted to have, then this would really happen. So mark my word, if you want to happen, if you know that you will lose weight, you will surely lose weight, and you don't have to do extra things for that. You don't have to get into fancy things. You can lose your weight at your home following those steps with what I told you. Another trick what you can try is, initially when you start losing weight, do not check your weight every now and then. Maybe some of you would be suggesting that you have to regularly check weight. In my experience, what I have noticed, that initially 3 months I did not check my weight at all, because I didn't want to see if it fluctuates, if it doesn't. So I was like so patient, and I was like I had a trust on my diet, because I was feeling changes in my body itself. So initial 3 months I did not check my weight. I am not saying you wait for 3 months, but every now and then you don't have to check your weight. You can follow a diet for a month, and then you check weight, and then you set your goals, and then that's how you move ahead. As I also mentioned about exercising, maybe if you are someone you cannot exercise much, if you have any physical problem, you cannot do gymming so much, then what you can do, you can have simple yoga asanas, which I would be suggesting you in my next video, or you can have walking would also be effective. You can either walk on treadmill, like for 45 minutes, or you can go for a simple walking in, and you can go for jogging in park, or you can have a walk for like good 45 minutes. That would also be very effective along with good diet. So you don't have to specifically do gymming. Yeah, definitely gymming is very important, which I personally did, and I found good results. But if you cannot do, that's okay, you can go for a walking or yoga too. In March 2021, when I started my weight loss journey, my weight was 66 kgs, and in the month of November, after 8 months of my consistent weight loss journey, my weight was 50 kg, and I still am able to maintain and manage my weight, the 50 kg weight. So I lost total 16 kgs. And this is possible for you as well if you follow few tips and tricks. Now, what about cheat meals? You would definitely be feeling, you spent your 8 months, didn't you cheat for a once too? See, it is not so possible that you be on your certain diet for such a long period of a time without treating yourself. So yes, I did cheat meals, but what I did initial 3 months, see, this was possible for me, I did it. I am not saying that you have to do it. Initial 3 months I did not have cheat meal at all. I did not have at all. For initial 3 months I was totally on my diet, what I planned for myself. I was on that, and after 3 months I started having cheat meals monthly twice. So if you can resist, you can do that, because you will get a good result. But if you cannot do that, then monthly once you can have cheat meals. See, the less you have your cheat meals, the more you have fat loss, because you shouldn't have any hindrance to the process. If you have hindrance to the process, your body would not be able to perform. See, so to get any performance, you have to be consistent. That's what is the key. So if you want to have your your cheat meals every week, then the process would get a little slow. So that, yeah. Now, one more important point. Whatever you're gonna talk, is that consistent? Will I lose weight and I will regain weight? That would not happen in my diet plan, because see, whatever diet I followed, it was healthy diet, like low carbs, high protein and high fiber diet. This is typically, you can say, what I followed. So in this type of a diet wherein you are not fasting, or you are not having empty stomach for a longer time, and then you are having few things, this is not the things. I used to have food in the smaller interval of a time. I definitely included all the healthy things in my diet. So with this kind of a diet plan, definitely you will lose weight in 8 months, or maybe in good 9 months, whatever weight, like 15 to 20 kg of weight. And if you follow the same kind of a diet, altering few here and there, you would be able to maintain the weight. So you will not have your weight shooting you again. So after 3 months of a time, one more thing which I tried, very good for your body basically, is, I'm sure you might have heard from here and there, is intermittent fasting. So guys, having healthy diet and along with intermittent fasting is the healthiest way, in my opinion, to lose weight, rather going for any fat diet. So I feel that you can definitely try intermittent fasting if you have lots of weight, have lots of obesity. If you have lots of weight, intermittent fasting is also a very good way to to lose weight very quickly. So this is what I did. When you start your weight loss journey, you tend to lose lots and lots weight, and later the process gets slower. So in that terms only, after 3 months of my my weight loss journey diet plan, I switched to intermittent fasting. So that how I used to do is, basically intermittent fasting is like 5:2, which is one option, wherein you follow your regular diet 5 days in a week, and 2 days you fast, you go on fasting. Or what you can do, you can have 16:8, wherein in per day 16 hours you have fasting and 8 hours only you eat. So these are the two very talked and very effective intermittent fasting what you have. So after 3 months of my journey, I chose for intermittent fasting, which is 16:8. 8, wherein 8 hours you eat and then 16 hours you fast. However, fasting for 16 hours was not so easy. I used to maintain it to good 14 hours. Honestly, I used to fast for 14 hours and I used to eat rest 10. What I used to do, like if I finish my dinner at say 8 o'clock, so after 8 p.m. in the night till I complete my 14 hours, I used to fast, and then rest I used to have my diet, whatever I just discussed with you. So that was also a very effective for my body. Again, I started losing lots and lots of weight following intermittent fasting. So you can definitely try that one. If it is possible for you, try 16:8, or you can try 14:10. Very effective. So you fast for 14 hours and then in the rest hours you eat. Now the question comes, in your fasting window, can you drink something? Of course you can't eat something, but can you drink something? So actually you don't have to drink anything apart from water, but was quite difficult for me to be like empty stomach for 14 hours. So what I did, I used to have black coffee. I was on the way to complete that 14 hours of fasting. I used to have black coffee and water. So you can do that. Also studies which say that you can have approx like 10 to 20 calories during your fasting window, and you still you can still maintain your intermittent fasting. But I would not suggest that. If you really cannot, then you can have a little bit like any nuts or something, otherwise you avoid. So how this works basically is, everybody 8 to 9 hours you sleep in the night, wherein your process of your process of digestion happens. So when you fast even more, more than that 8 and 10 hours, what happens, that's when the actually fat breaking process happens. So after 8 to 10 hours your body actually gets into fat breaking process, and the body does not get insulin at all. So when it doesn't get insulin and it doesn't produce glucose, then your body starts breaking down the fat, because the body needs energy from somewhere. If you are not eating something, the body is not getting glucose, it's not secreting insulin. So then the body is going to the extra fat which is already stored in your body and start breaking that, and that's when the fat burning process is even more effective. That's the reason they say that you should also go for intermittent fasting during your weight loss journey. That's what I did during my 8 months of span 2, and I got very good results. I think guys, this video is getting too long. I would please request to switch to the next video, wherein I am going to talk more about diet and exercising part of it, so that how to lose weight and how to get good results, how to maintain weight, in my upcoming video. So that's it in this video, and this was my journey of weight loss. Thank you so much for watching. Meet you in my next video. Bye.